Some East Region action with the 1 seed Duke and Mount St. Mary's. Cooper Flagg is back in the lineup after missing the ACC tourney semis and championship because of that sprained ankle. Facing the first of 4 winners, the 16 seed Mount St. Mary's. Duke up 5 here. Proctor over to Cooper Flagg. Lays it up. Duke up 8 after the and 1 free throw. Welcome back, Cooper Flagg. Looks like he hasn't skipped a beat. 12 to go in the first half. James over to Cooper Flagg. And he slams the dunk there. Duke up 16, just continuing to show off. Put your tongue back in, though. Come on, dude. Under 9 to play. Maluach hammers the alley-oop. Duke goes up 26 at the half. First to Flagg, second first half assist to go along with 9 points, 2 boards, and 2 blocks. Flagg for 3. Duke extends its lead to 30 at this point. Now 13 to go. Flagg draws the double team and nails around the jumper there. Scheyer pulled his starters with 10 to play, and Flagg finished with 14 points. 7 boards, 4 assists in 22 minutes. Duke goes on to win it 93-49, and they're advancing to the second round for the 4th straight season, the 9th straight round of 64 wins, the second longest active streak behind Gonzaga. Here is John Scheyer alongside Tracy Wolfson after the win. Take a listen.
Coach, really no trouble in that one, but what can you take away from that game that can help you going forward?
Well, I just think the biggest thing for us is I haven't had many guys feel what it's like, to play in the tournament, and it's different. So for us to get our feet wet, understand the environment, understand how important every possession is, I thought we did a really good job, but again, we're going to have to be a lot better for Sunday.
Cooper Flagg looked good. You got contributions from everyone. Tyrese Proctor, talk about his performance today.
Yeah, I mean, look, to get Coop back is huge. But for Tyrese, I mean, look, he's been in this before. So I talked about many guys not feeling this. Tyrese has, and he played like a vet for us, and to see the ball go through is even better.
Well, you have your little guy hanging on your leg over here, and an excited little camper. Talk about Baylor, a reunion with one of your former players, and Jeremy Roach. Your early thoughts on that one?
Well, obviously they're really good. They're really talented. I haven't dove into them yet. Jeremy for us has been a key guy for many years, but for us, this game is about Duke and Baylor. We're going to approach it that way. Ton of respect for them. Scott's a heck of a coach, and they're a great program.
Appreciate it. Thanks. We'll see you Sunday.
Thank you.
John Scheyer's kid has some 10 out of 10 face painting going on there, if I have to say so myself. Duke winning by 44, their 3rd largest win in NCAA tournament history. And again, Duke, they're going to face a 9 seed in Baylor on Sunday in the second round. Back here on CBS Sports HQ, Jacqueline D'Agostino, Tommy Tran, John Henson, and Mike O'Donnell. Duke doing what they do as a 1 seed. We saw them take care of their business against Mount St. Mary's. And the biggest story here is we're seeing Cooper Flagg again, right? Because he's been dealing with that sprained ankle. Didn't play in the semis or the final of the ACC tournament. John, are you comfortable with what you saw from Cooper Flagg? Any alarm bells? How are you feeling once we're seeing him back out there on the court?
Like in the NBA, when you have an ankle injury, you kind of go and practice. It's like a light little practice. You get some run in, and then they see how you look.
Is that what this was?
That's exactly what today was. This was just a nice run for him. He looked good. He looked springy. Bigger picture, Duke looks scary.
Well, we kind of had a feeling that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So when we look at this game and what this does for Duke, that Cooper Flagg found rhythm and he got rest at the same time. Literally the perfect scenario, right? You win the game, Cooper Flagg finds his rhythm, only played 22 minutes. He had 14 points in 22 minutes, and by the way, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. Looked pretty good, which looks pretty scary for Baylor. But also, when you're talking about rest, let's say Cooper Flagg, they might, coming off of the ankle, you don't know what it's actually going to look like. Let's say if his minutes just aren't the same or his rhythm isn't the same in the next round game. Sion James only had to play 18 minutes. Con Knipple only had to play 19 minutes. Duke is rested. You get the win. They're rested. You start to get more healthy. They absolutely are, look like the Final Four team we expected them to see.
And to just piggyback off of that, John, it's interesting because Duke obviously was okay without Cooper Flagg in the ACC tournament. I'm interested on a team chemistry perspective here. You won without Cooper Flagg. Maybe you learned a thing or two, John Scheyer, with his team. Then you bring Cooper back. How much are you trying to mix that, or is it all get back to what we did pre-injury with Cooper Flagg?
Well, college is different. You live with each other. You're with each other every day. You have roommates. So, that rhythm and continuity is a lot easier to kind of get back on track with, other than maybe being in a professional league. So I think they're fine. They were happy to get him back. I think he makes things easier for everyone. So Duke is on a mission right now, and they know they need everyone, and Cooper Flagg is the spearhead of that championship effort.
21 assists tonight. Only 2 turnovers. The continuity was absolutely there. The rest and the continuity was there, no question.
What if we push this ahead and look at Baylor stylistically? How much of a challenge is this going to be for Duke? It's not going to be, of course, a Mount St. Mary's and that sort of situation. But in the round of 32, how do you expect Duke to match up with Baylor, Mike?
Tough matchup for Baylor, as John's smiling and nodding his head and almost laughing. The backcourt has to be elite in this game, and I mean not just like really good. They have to be almost perfect, because Duke is also, we talk about their offense, but they like to turn you over, get out and run and fast break, and they want to turn turnovers into points. I thought Baylor did a nice job of handling Mississippi State's pressure. That was a physical game. They matched the physicality. Now, I'd like to see if the game is in like the high 30s, low 40s going into halftime, that's a win for Baylor. That's what you should be watching for in the first half. You don't want to try to go shot for shot with Duke. You don't want this game to be in the 90s. You don't want the track meet. You're done. You lose. If you can play more physical, grind it out, and run your stuff, you want to force Duke to guard for 30 seconds of the shot clock.
Yeah, an NBA scout said earlier this week, you have to play the perfect game to beat Duke.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what Baylor's going to have to do. It is very possible, but they're going to have to hit threes. They're going to have to defend. Some things have to go their way. Duke, their body of work and what they are as a team, even just defensively, they can play you in the 90s, the 80s. Like Mike said, they can go down. You have a better chance, less possessions. But I don't know if Baylor's going to do that. Baylor doesn't look like, with Rob Wright and Jeremy Roach, like they're going to just pull off the brakes for Duke. So
Edgecombe looks good too. Like, yeah. I mean, the backcourt's tough.
And these two teams faced each other in the Elite Eight in 2010, and John Scheyer had 20 points in that matchup. So we'll see what happens this go around. John, Mike, we certainly appreciate it. As we were talking about Duke punching their ticket moving forward to the round of 32, they are going to be facing Baylor in the round of 32 moving forward. Make sure you download the March Madness Live app. You can watch every men's game live. Don't miss a minute of the madness, the craziness on all of your favorite devices.